Hi, hi, boys and girls. So I believe SAT is knocking at the door, and I have received some of the queries in which students are asking that they are in a situation where SAT is only 20 days away, and they are scared what to do. They have not even started with their preparation, and all they are left with is 20 odd days. But anyway, sat in 20 days and you have not even started yet. Congratulations, you are in relationship, a very committed relationship. With whom? With panic. Don't enter that panic mode, not required. That will only create problems for you. Okay. What kind of problems? Editor, I think editor can help us by showing a couple of images here. You can see it's on your screen now. Students, when the exams are near, what happens? You can see everything is on fire. Okay, so that is something, that is the kind of situation which you have to avoid. All right. Okay, you have another image here. I know it is a bit funny. It's on the funnier side, but you have to understand my editor is on the younger side. He's a Gen Z. So a lot of times he will come up with some funny images, yeah, and most of the time they will make a lot of sense. Sometimes they won't. So you have to bear with that part. Anyway, what does it say? A lot of times you students think that this topic is way too easy. I better prepare this maybe a couple of days before the exam. That will do. No, when you are actually doing it that day, you'll realize how wrong you were. Okay, so this strategy, the I'll do it later strategy, has actually destroyed generations. So don't fall into this trap. Okay, the editor has shown another image, and like I told you, a lot of times they make sense, sometimes they don't. This is one of them, slightly. So you can see every SAT aspirant has got 4 stages. Stage 1, which is before he has even started preparing, you can see he's like, okay, Stanford, okay, MIT, I'm coming. During coaching, things go a bit, I would say, they tone down a bit. In the exam hall, you will say that, okay, all right. But after results, a philosopher is born. Marks are temporary, character is permanent. Okay, so this is what I was referring to. Philosophers are built after rejections. So rejections can come from SAT, they can also come from girls. Now this is again the editor doing, okay, that Gen Z editor. Editor, I think you can just get rid of it for the time being. Not required. But anyway, I don't want you to become philosophers after getting rejections from SAT. Rather, I want you to crack SAT and reach places, reach the best of the institutes, reach the well-reputed schools over there. Okay. Now the $100 million question. SAT in 20 days. What to do? Here's the survival plan. First thing, very important, foremost, relax. What are you going to do? Relax. Yes, you heard me right. First of all, you have to relax. This is definitely not the time to boil the ocean. All right. So stop doing that academic cardio. What is an academic cardio? Academic cardio is you are trying to do everything. Okay. So SAT does not demand that. So you have to again avoid that part also. You don't have to study everything. You have to understand what is important, what is relevant, and then you have to keep in mind your target score, and that you can keep in mind looking at the universities and the schools that you are targeting. Okay. And then of course you have to build a survival plan that actually works. So that part I'm going to help you in. Don't worry. So first of all, what is the first step? What that first step should be? Start with reality check. What is reality check? Don't try to become Mr. Perfectionist. No, not required. Okay. If time is less, strategy matters more than studying everything. Obviously, you yourself are telling me that now only 20 days are left. So what to do? You can't study everything. Okay. I mean, let me be brutally honest that way, very frank. And I think back of your mind, you also know it very well. You can't study everything. So what should your goal be? Avoid low return topics. I'm going to talk about that in great depth. Okay. Improve test taking efficiency. Again, we are going to discuss this with examples. All right. So you have to understand, when time is less, your job is not to master the entire syllabus. Your job is to maximize marks per hour invested. Okay. So every hour, every minute that you are investing in your preparation, make sure that you make it count. Okay. Rather than just studying everything. No, that is what you have to avoid at all costs. Okay. So let us take a look at what usually students target. Okay. So you all know, we all know in fact, that SAT is scored out of 1600. But different universities expect different ranges. That again you should know as well. Okay. Scholarships definitely matter, and profile matters beyond SAT. Okay, now the editor has shown some images. I want only 1550. 1550. No excuses, no distractions, do anything, no anything less, sorry. Accept nothing, accept nothing and settle for only 1550 or beyond. I don't have a dream, I have a target. No. You have to come out of this mindset. Don't put this pressure upon yourself. Don't build this pressure that I have to go after that 1550 straight away. No, don't do that. Rather go for those baby steps. And a lot of times 1550 does not even make sense for you. Okay, I'll tell you what I mean by that. You can see here I've given you different score ranges. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to take a mock test. Okay, take a mock test, see what your score is. You can go to the official website, take a mock test over there. So the first, let's say if you are getting below 900, definitely that is a danger zone. But usually a lot of times students don't score that low. If you do score that low, it's okay. That is, I mean, this is that range where you can make immense improvement, massive improvement you can expect. Okay, if you are getting somewhere around 1100, 900 till 1100, if it is still less than 1100, I mean, okay, some colleges are possible, still I would call it a weak or below average score. But once you start getting beyond 1100 and you start touching that 1200 mark, I think many universities are possible. 1250 beyond, it's a strong category. Okay, it's a competitive, it is competitive for good universities, let me tell you. And once you are beyond 1400, it is excellent, and if it is 1500 plus, then that is elite. Okay, but what I'm saying is, initially target 1200. Initially target 1250. Don't target 1550. Okay. So when you're targeting 1100, you're targeting 1250. We are actually talking. Okay, now we are talking. Let me tell you that it's a very much a respectable score for many universities. Many state universities, decent public universities, some international admissions. Arizona State University, you have University of South Florida. You can expect, universities of this range. So your first step should be taking one full mock test. Students often start randomly. No, first identify your strengths. First identify your weak areas. First identify your timing issues. So take an official SATMonk, or if you enroll with us, we will give you one mock. I would not very strongly recommend you taking an official mock test, because I would like you to save it for the later point. Okay, but if you don't have that many options, you can take that is okay. So do not fear that low score initially if you are getting. Understand that mock test is a diagnosis, it is not a judgment. Okay, and is there any way that you can fix something which you have not measured? First you have to measure how bad you are, then you will be able to correct it, you will be able to rectify or fix it. Okay, fine, the editor has inserted one more image. After exam, I did so bad in the exam, but who cares, at least it has ended. You can adopt this philosophy for mocks. A lot of times students feel bad when they take mocks. I mean, see, it happens. I mean, you tend to get a bad score or low score initially when you are not that well prepared. So you have to expect a low score initially, but you have to tell yourself it has ended. I just have to see what mistakes did I make, and then from there on I have to move forward. Right, students? So that should be your strategy. All right. Now, I was telling you that initially you don't have to study everything. On your screen, this time it's not a meme. Thank you, editor, Gen Z editor. He has actually inserted a very important slide. You can see it right now. In English, what should you be focusing on? You can definitely start with standard English conventions, which is mostly grammar. You can expect good 18 to 20 questions. Grammar rules high return on investment. Okay, you can learn these rules very quickly, maybe in just couple of days, maybe 3 days. You can practice those questions very easy. Okay, and once you have mastered all those rules and you have practiced enough questions, it seldom happens that you get them wrong, even in the mocks or the actual test. So if you don't know what to do, take a mock test and start straight away with grammar portion. Next can be your expression of ideas. Okay, so you can master transitions, improve sentence clarity. Again, you can expect good 8 to 10 questions, second priority. Anything else you can put on the back burner. Okay, not required as of now. Okay, so information and ideas, you can put it on the back burner. Craft and structure, which is words in context, text structure and purpose, cross text connections, you can avoid them altogether if time is too less. Okay, or at least, I mean, if you think that you have enough time, put them on the back burner, right? How to do maths? Write down the problem and cry. Editor, you don't have to tell your own story. Okay, these are brighter kids. Just ignore him. Finally, he has inserted a very important slide here. You can see. We can definitely start with algebra. Already, why algebra? Because you expect a lot of questions, 13 to 15 questions, which is a very good number of questions. And almost 35% of the math paper, you can say, comes from algebra. Advanced math, yes. You can see algebra, what do you have? You have linear equations, system of equations, ratios, percentages, slope, graphs, word problems, very important. So start immediately equation solving, percentages, ratios, very important. Advanced math, quadratics, exponents, functions, polynomials. Again, they do consume time, but I would say high return on investment. Statistic, probability definitely put it on back burner. Tables, graphs, not as of now. Units, rates later. Percent increase, decrease later. Geometry definitely later. All the topics later which come under geometry. Okay, I don't know what to. You can take a look at this image which editor has shown. If I want to fail, but instead I succeed, did I fail or did I succeed, or has the task failed successfully? Editor, this means nothing. This is bullshit. Okay, just this is crap. Cut it. Anyway, that's our editor. I never make the same mistake twice. I usually make it 6 or 7 times. No, you have to make a mistake only once and then learn it. So take mocks, make mistakes, learn from those mistakes. You have to make mistake only once. Okay, not what the editor is showing here. As I told you, add a pinch of salt while taking all his messages. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. Don't get frustrated. He's right this way. Okay. Now, when it comes to studying for the exam, a lot of people say, I'll start tomorrow. Now, people say tomorrow never comes. Then the students say tomorrow never dies. Okay, all of that is fine. Now, this is where we come into the picture. If you think you need that push, first of all, let me be very frank, very clear on this part. You can prepare for SAT completely on your own. Okay, if you have time, if you have less time, if you think some of your concepts are way too weak, if you think you need that extra push, if you think that you need to you need someone who can keep you motivated for a longer period of time, and you are one of those who think tomorrow never dies, then definitely you can come to us, you can join us. Okay, so SATMonk is our company's name. So tomorrow never dies, but at the same time, let me tell you, tomorrow never comes. So dreams don't die overnight. Okay, but bad scores don't decide your future. What is editor showing? One bad test is not the end. Tomorrow never dies. Okay, he's just being very philosophical. Just ignore him. I hope you are getting the message. You can prepare on your own, but yes, if you think that you have less time and you need that extra push, feel free to come to us. And as a student, the most comforting words you will ever hear are from your friend. If your friend tells you that I haven't started either. Now, this is a very dangerous statement. Most likely he's telling a lie. Don't try to find comfort here. Okay. Anyway, so possibly your friend, in all probabilities, he started preparing. Okay. As I told you, productivity versus procrastination. If you think you are that person who can bring out the productivity, from himself, perfect, go ahead. If you I mean, even if you don't join us but you have doubt, feel free to shoot an email or text message. Okay, you will be able to find our contact details. But yeah, if you think you are one of those students who procrastinate a lot more rather than being productive, then it makes sense that you take professional help. Okay, so if you are one of those who just think I should do something, then that something should be joined SATMonk, right, students? So that's it. This is what I wanted to share with you. Feel free to ask any doubts, any question. If you want any specific video on any specific topic, concept, feel free to let me know. Okay, and all the best. And as I told you, even if there are only 20 days left, don't panic. All the best. Good luck. Take care.